What's up DM citizens, welcome back to another Spiritvale guide. In today's video, I'll show you everything you need to know about the Weaver class. We'll go through the recommended stats, skills, equipment, and different builds that you can use throughout the early, mid, and late game. So before we begin, make sure to check out my previous videos for more Spiritvale guides. So without further ado, let's go! Let's first talk about the Weaver class. The Weaver is unique compared to the other classes in Spiritvale. If you've played Ragnarok Online before, you can think of it as being similar to the Super Novice class. The Weaver can advance from any base class, so your initial class choice doesn't really matter when you're planning to become a Weaver. Since the Weaver can learn skills from all the base classes, it has access to a huge variety of abilities, making it one of the most versatile and powerful class in the game. The main problem you'll encounter is traveling to Starfall Tundra to talk to the Weaver Master. Because of this, I recommend choosing a base class with cloaking such as Rogue. This makes traveling to Weaver Master much safer and helps you avoid unnecessary deaths along the way. Now, let's move on to building your Weaver. At the current version of the game, the Autocaster build is the most viable option for Weaver. The main difference between each build comes down to the element you're using and the monster you're trying to counter. For the early game, I recommend using a wind build because it's very effective for leveling in Crystal Cave and Sunken Depths. My recommendation is to first reach base level 100 and use the wind build to efficiently farm these areas before committing to your final build. Keep in mind that base level 100 is an important milestone because it allows you to equip many of the late game gear pieces, including Violet Arc, Solar Pulse, and several other powerful items. Let's start with the wind build. Follow these stats, skills, and equipment if you want to build a wind-based Autocaster Weaver. For your stats, allocate your points to the following. For your weapons, use Tempest Staff for your main hand, and Stormcall Kunai for offhand. For your weapon substats, prioritize the following. For your armor set, use Ashwalker set. For the substats, prioritize the following. For your headwear, eyewear, and utility slots, use the following. Drooping Cat, Doom Keg, and Eye Patch. For your accessories, use Weaver Gauntlets, Azure Prism, or Skull Pendant. For your artifact set, I recommend using Veil Ward during the early game. This will help prevent you from dying to Cold Bolt, which is commonly used by enemies in Sunken Depths. Alternatively, you can use Arcanum set if you have access to cloaking, and comfortable using it to avoid incoming magic attacks. For your artifact gems, Compound, Thunderbolt Gem, and Lightning Gem. This will further increase the damage of your wind skills. For your Grimoire books, use Hidden Strikes, Spell Shot, and Banishment Well. For your skills, prioritize the abilities that improve your autocasting and wind damage. I'll show you the exact skill allocation on screen so you can easily follow the build. And here's the equipment I'm currently using for this build. Feel free to use this setup as a reference and adjust it depending on the gear and substats available to you. Once you reach base level 100, you can start experimenting with different elements and transition into a more specialized Autocaster build. Let's move on to the water build. This build focuses on using Ice Shard as your main autocasting skill. The good thing about this build is that you don't need to be base level 100 to start using it. You can keep most of the equipment from the wind build and only change the following items. For your weapons, use Chain Frost Staff and Frost Fang. Use this as your main hand and offhand weapons. For your other equipment, change to Drooping Flora, Frost Glimmer card on your chest armor, Ice Bolt Gem, and Ice Shard gem on your artifacts. And everything else can remain the same as the Wind build. For your skills, allocate 5 points into Ice Bolt. And here is the equipment I'm currently using for my Water build. Feel free to use it as a reference. Next is the Fire build. This build focuses on Meteor and Firebolt as its main autocasting skills. For this build, I recommend being at this base level 100 because you'll need access to some of the late game equipment. Again, you can keep most of the equipment from the Wind build and only change the following items. For your weapon, use Meteoric Staff or Staff of Eternities if you need additional mana regeneration. Then change the following equipment: Solar Pulse, Drooping Pop, Fire Glimmer card, Vanilla Ice card, Firebolt gem, and Meteor gem. For your Grimoire books, change to Hidden Strikes, Spell Shot, and Combustion. For your skills, allocate 5 points into Firebolt. Here's the equipment I'm currently using for the Fire build. Feel free to use it as a reference. Last on the list is my personal favorite, the Holy and Meteor build. This build focuses on Holy Light and Meteor as its main autocasting skills. Unlike the previous builds, this setup also uses melee attacks instead of relying entirely on range attacks. You need to be at this base level 100 to create this build effectively. Just like the previous builds, you can keep most of the Wind build's equipment and only change the following items: Bloom of Midnight, Solar Pulse, Drooping Angel, Vanilla Ice card, Holy Light gem, and Meteor gem. For your Grimoire books, change to Hidden Strikes, Light Weaver, and Radiant Strikes. For your skills, allocate 5 points into Holy Light. Here's the equipment I'm currently using for this build. Feel free to use it as a reference. Overall, the Weaver is one of the most versatile classes currently available in Spiritvale. Its biggest advantage is the ability to access skills from different base classes, allowing you to create different elemental autocaster builds depending on what you're farming and which monsters you're fighting. If you want a flexible class that's gives you a plenty of options and lets you experiment with different skills and elements, the Weaver is definitely a class worth trying. And that's everything you need to know about the Weaver class. I hope this guide helps you decide which Weaver build is right for you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more guides like this. As always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.